Let's talk a little bit about the weather today. It is 4:05. We were hearing about the wind gusts out on the East Coast that Don was dealing with. We just got kind of the cooler temperatures today.
Cooler temperatures, but I was seeing some sunshine come through the clouds, which is nice on a Friday.
Yeah, we started out with a good bit of sunshine that helped to boost the temperatures. Now we're seeing the clouds filter, and that's a sign of some rain chances on the way. Not huge chances, but we've got some rain in the forecast.
Okay.
And the temperatures have been they were chilly this morning. They actually warmed up pretty quick, especially with those breezy conditions that have kicked in. It's not as breezy as what Dom is dealing with, but we definitely have some 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts. We've warmed up to 57 in Indy. Most locations are into the 50s and are going to continue to hold those temperatures in the 50s through the weekend and even into early next week. Angela and I did put some finishing touches on the forecast, so we have made some adjustments here, but most locations about what we expected for today. Mid to upper 50s, those southwest winds helping to pull in some warmer temperatures. The sunshine helped, but now the clouds have pretty much kept the sunshine from really boosting us much more than that. Through this evening, if you have evening plans, I think you're going to get a comfortable evening out of this. It will start to cool down quite a bit, but still some southwest winds anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour. Expecting the rain to hold off until later this evening. We do have a chance for maybe a sprinkle or a light shower. I'd say sometime as we get into maybe 10 o'clock tonight to maybe midnight, we'll see a sprinkle or two, and then we'll pick up a better chance during the overnight hours. The good news is I think this is going to be out of here by your Saturday morning, so we can enjoy a nice Saturday afternoon. 38 for tonight. I'll be back with a look at the weekend forecast, which includes significant rain chances for your Sunday. I'll have that for you coming up.
Thanks so much, Rob. And new at 4, 2 teens now face formal charges accused of vandalizing a church on Indy's west side.
So this is vandalism that we've been reporting on this week, and it targeted the Friendship Missionary Baptist Church in Hawville. The church building and a bus there were covered in curse words and offensive messages.
Now the Marion County Prosecutor's Office confirms a 16-year-old girl and a 17-year-old boy were charged in juvenile court for institutional criminal mischief. Tonight at 6, the church is coming together for a community prayer vigil. IMPD is also joining to provide an update on the investigation and arrest. We'll have a live report for you ahead tonight at 6. And Indiana lawmakers have 6 weeks to pass a final budget. They have been hearing a lot of testimony from a lot of people asking for money.
Our State House reporter Emily Longnecker says there has also been support for ending the so-called pink tax on menstrual products for women.
You know, there's been a push in past legislative sessions, particularly among Democratic lawmakers, to remove what's called the pink tax, again, that tax on menstrual products. And that's a proposal that we've seen in past legislative sessions that always gets voted down, even among female Republican lawmakers. I've seen that. Now removing the pink tax is part of this year's House budget proposal. Indiana menstrual products, they are taxed at 7% with other items that are considered luxuries. 26 states and D.C. have already removed their pink tax. Removing it here, it's estimated will reduce revenue going into the general fund by about $11 million over 2 years. The removal of this pink tax, this proposal, has garnered testimony of support from women, like a 16-year-old Riverside High School student. She had testified in the House Ways and Means Committee earlier this session. She couldn't be at yesterday's Senate Appropriations Committee to give her testimony, but a representative for her read a letter that was pretty powerful. Take a listen.
No one deserves to be profited off of at the expense of their bodily dignity. Bleeding is not a luxury. Affording basic care items should not be either. The sales tax applied to period products is outdated and damaging to Hoosiers. And so thank you, and also to House leaders, for including this in the budget. And now you, as our fiscal experts in the Senate, we are counting on you.
So that was just one bit of testimony. Again, a lot of organizations testified with their asks to be put in the budget, or even to have some increases for what was already in there. And Senate President Pro Tem Roderick Bray talked about that, saying if you're in the budget this time around and your funding stayed flat, meaning it's the same amount as you got in the last budget cycle, that you should consider that actually a win.
And you can see Emily's full report on the budget and everything else that happened at the State House this week on our Crossroads Politics show. You can watch the new episode at 10 o'clock on Sunday or on demand anytime on WTHR Plus.
And just ahead, the latest on the fire in East London that shut down Heathrow for most of the day.
And he's done fighting in the ring, but not with politics, where Conor McGregor thinks he's going to head next.
And I mentioned that chance for maybe a sprinkle or a shower overnight tonight. Saturday looks pretty good, but there are more rain chances in the weekend forecast. I'll outline the timing of when we can expect some significant rain on Sunday.